Denise Taliaferro-Bazile. Denise grew up in Detroit, Michigan. She is the eldest of 4 children and 27 grandchildren. Her family has always been involved in the activist community work, and although she is away from family now, she has tried to continue that legacy. Denise received her bachelor's degree in communication studies at UCLA in 1990. After a few years of working in television news, she decided to pursue graduate degrees in education. She received her MED in secondary English education and her PhD in curriculum studies with an emphasis on race and education from Louisiana State University. Denise is the Director of Diversity Initiatives in the Division of Education, Health, and Society at Miami University, an Associate Professor in the Department of Educational Leadership, an affiliate in Black World Studies. She is in her 13th year at Miami University. She is the Chair of the Advisory Board and represents the BTW Center on the YMCA Board of Trustees. Denise has been instrumental in developing a collaboration of partners for the BTW Center. She attends the monthly meetings of the partners, develops curriculum for the BTW Center, has been involved in obtaining volunteers and funding for the BTW Center. Through these roles, she is instrumental in ensuring the BTW Center reaches its full potential as a vital hub for community education, recreation, belonging, and well-being. Denise's leadership and active participation has helped to lead to a paying membership base of more than 700 people in 1 year. When Denise is not busy trying to do her part to make our world a better place, she's having tons of fun hanging out with her family. She has been happily married to Chuck Bazile for 12 years, and they have 2 children, Chaz, 10, and Amina, 6. The YWCA Hamilton welcomes Denise Taliaferro-Bazile to the Academy of Outstanding Women of Achievement in the category of Volunteer Services for her work within the Booker T. Washington Community Center. Doris Bergen. Doris Bergen is a distinguished professor of educational psychology emerita at Miami University, Oxford, Ohio, and served as chair of the department for 10 years. She received her PhD from Michigan State University. She taught a range of courses related to learning, human development, assessment, and educational psychology. She also is a Miami University Distinguished Scholar, having published 11 books and over 60 articles and book chapters, and she serves as co-director of Miami University's Center for Human Development, Learning, and Technology for many years. The center was named in her honor at her retirement. Outside of her career as a professor, Doris has been instrumental in putting her passion into positive action via the Hamilton Start Ready program, which gives all children a chance at a quality pre-kindergarten education. Doris is very active in the Hamilton community. She has been engaged for over 10 years in chairing Hamilton's Tree Advisory Board, which works to enhance the tree canopy of Hamilton. The YWCA Hamilton welcomes Doris Bergen to the Academy of Outstanding Women of Achievement in the category of education for her work with the Hamilton Start Ready program, as well as her accomplishments in the area of early childhood education. Kimberly McKinney. Kim McKinney has had and continues to have a passionate concern centered on growth, empowerment, and the contribution of all citizens giving adequate resources, education, and community support. Kim has been involved in health, education, and human service delivery for over 30 years, advocating for children and adults with developmental challenges, individuals transitioning from incarceration back into productive roles community, and individuals with physical and mental health challenges. Kim's passion and drive is to connect people and resources to obtain and sustain a good life. Kim began her career as a community counselor with Ywca's House, assisting men as they transitioned from incarceration to community through employment and life skills acquisition and enhancement. From this role, Kim continued to serve in support roles to assist individuals with developmental disabilities and their families to obtain skills to access community supports and services. Kim has worked in various roles in the community, military and civilian hospital settings in Europe and the United States. She has worked in the nursing fields for surgical oncology, neurology, urology, ENT, and neurosurgery. Kim currently volunteers at Reach Out Lakota, Faith Alliance Summer Lunch Coordination, and the Caring Community Coalition, has been a Girl Scout leader for 6 years with girls aged 5 to 12, is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and currently sits on the Good Life Network Board. She serves as corresponding secretary for the Democratic Women of Southwest Ohio. Kim resides in Liberty Township, Ohio with her husband Richard and her children Kirsten and Richard Harrison. The YWCA Hamilton welcomes Kim McKinney to the Academy of Outstanding Women of Achievement in the category of Social Services for her efforts to connect those who have a need with services offered within their community. Whitney Womack Smith. Whitney Womack Smith is Associate Professor of English and Faculty Director at Miami University Hamilton. She earned her BA in English magna cum laude and MA in English at the University of Missouri, and her PhD in English Literature at Purdue University. Her scholarly work focuses on women reformers and social activists in 19th century literature and culture. Whitney's teaching and service have focused on issues of diversity and inclusion, student success, and academic excellence and curriculum development. The content of her courses aims to improve students' ability to think critically about the realities of women's experiences and the challenges they face at home, in the workplace, in the media, and in institutions. She offered the first women's, gender, and sexuality studies courses at MUH, served as a faculty advisor for the campus's LGBTQ student organization, and developed programming for Women's History Month. In 2009, Whitney took on the task of building an honors program at Miami University Hamilton to enable students to enrich their educations with meaningful honors experiences. As faculty director, she has worked to develop new bachelor degrees for regional students. Whitney has been honored with the Miami University Hamilton Excellence in Teaching Award, Miami University Hamilton Excellence in Service Award. In addition, students chose her as the first honorary faculty member of the Miami University Hamilton chapter of the Sigma Alpha Pi Student Society for Leadership and Service. Whitney resides in Cincinnati, Ohio with her husband, Dr. Matthew Smith, and their 8-year-old daughter, Charlotte. The YWCA Hamilton welcomes Whitney Womack Smith to the Academy of Outstanding Women of Achievement in the category of higher education for her work to mentor and encourage students and faculty. Lunatic Fringe Salon. Lunatic Fringe Salon celebrated its third year of business in the Westchester, Liberty Township area in September. Located at the corner of Cincinnati, Dayton, and Yankee Roads, The salon is able to not only service the greater Butler County area guests, but is also able to fulfill the lunatic fringe culture of giving back to Butler County philanthropic agencies. The salon provides free hair services to the residents of the YWCA Hamilton and the One Way Farm Children's Home in Fairfield, says owner Lisa Gear, who is also a resident of Liberty Township. At Lunatic Fringe, the culture is based on the values of a salon staff who value giving back. The team at Lunatic Fringe is committed to giving back, supporting our local communities, and doing good deeds. They are proud to support the communities that are graciously support them. The spirit of giving back is a natural extension of the culture of the salon, and that culture is extended to all guests, whether they are paying for their services or not. Lunatic Fringe is a no-gossip salon. It is very important that from the moment their guests walk in the door to when their services are completed, that their energy is positive and welcoming. Conversations and background music on the salon floor are always positive and upbeat. The YWCA Hamilton welcomes the women from the Lunatic Fringe Salon as Women of the Year for their generous spirits that have enriched the lives of the YWCA Hamilton residents. Rachel King.
I am deeply honored to be recognized tonight as a recipient of this year's Women of Achievement Awards. Looking back over these past 2 years of college and remembering the older days of high school, I'm simply at a loss for words at where all life has taken me. Literally from Butler County suburbs to Nashville city streets to distant corners in Africa and Asia, I am truly, truly blessed. I graduated from Lakota East High School in 2012 and entered Vanderbilt University as an Ingram Scholar that following fall. The Ingram Scholarship Program, founded and funded by Mrs. Martha Ingram and her family, aims to engage leaders in service to communities locally and beyond. Last summer, thanks to the Ingram program, I traveled to Uganda to conduct a project on education initiatives in rural villages. Over spring break, I volunteered with the Vanderbilt Global Brigades by going to Accra, Ghana, where we led a week-long medical outreach clinic. The trip fanned the flame of my passion for third world poverty alleviation efforts, which brings me to my most recent endeavor. This summer, I received another Ingram Scholars stipend to go to Cambodia, where I piloted a social action curriculum for young kids affected by the human trafficking industry. It was another life-changing experience where you come face to face with the poorest of the poor, but learn their stories and then come to call them friend. If there's anything I've learned along my many miles, it's this. There are a million things that make us all different, but there's a million and one things that make us all the same. I can't say what the future will hold, but I have a heart for missions and see myself working abroad for a faith-based organization. The more I see and the longer I live, the more I'm convinced that what this world really needs most is love. Love that transcends countries, cultures, and creeds. Love that is endlessly honest and humble. Love that is forever just and gracious. When we love fully and joyfully and willingly, the world becomes a much brighter place. I thank God first and foremost because He's always been a constant companion and guide. Of course, my family is my source of strength and support, and I'm grateful also to my friends, professors, fellow Ingram scholars, and the Ingram family, my church and home community for their unmatched kindness and endless encouragement. I'm honored to have been selected as this year's Woman of Achievement, but I would be nowhere and nobody without them all. I wish I could be there tonight for this memorable celebration, but I'm joining you all in heart from Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you again. God bless.
The YWCA Hamilton welcomes Rachel King to the Academy of Outstanding Women of Achievement and the new category of Young Professional for her work to empower victims of sexual abuse and domestic violence, as well as her efforts to provide a better life for those around the world.